Today's video will cover some of the best lesser-known action movies available on Netflix right now. The Big Four. It is an action comedy thriller movie directed by Timo Tihjanto. The story follows a group of vigilante assassins called the Big Four, who are forced out of hiding after their mentor, Petrus, is murdered. The plot combines violence, chaos, and comedy as Petrus' daughter, Dina, seeks revenge while confronting her father's former team. Tihjanto's chaotic, slapstick-like action scenes stand out, with gore and humor intertwined. While familiar tropes and uneven pacing detract from the film's depth, but its unique style appeals to fans of entertaining action comedy. Overall, The Big Four offers a visually engaging spectacle filled with outrageous action and absurd humor, delivering entertainment despite its flaws. Lost Bullet. Directed by Guillaume Pierret, it is an action thriller exploring corrupt law enforcement and featuring high-octane car chases. The story follows Lino, a mechanic for the elite police unit BRI, who gets framed for the murder of his mentor, Eddie. Determined to clear his name, Lino embarks on a dangerous journey of vengeance and truth, confronting corruption and betrayal within the force. The action scenes, particularly the car chases, are expertly crafted with precise stunt work, maintaining a high-intensity pace set by the opening jewelry heist sequence. The pacing occasionally drags, and the dialogue could have been sharper. However, these minor issues do not significantly detract from the film's overall impact. It is a must-watch for action thriller fans. Hidden Strike. Directed by Scott Waugh, it is an action buddy comedy starring Jackie Chan and John Cena. The story is set in a war-torn Middle Eastern country, where ex-Special Forces soldier Luo Feng is tasked with evacuating civilians from an oil refinery under mercenary threat. Meanwhile, former U.S. Marine Chris was deceived into a plot targeting Luo Feng's convoy, leading to a reluctant partnership between the two protagonists. While the film includes action sequences featuring Chan's martial arts skills, the visual effects feel overly artificial, detracting from the excitement and realism expected in action films. Despite its intriguing premise and star power, Hidden Strike struggles with execution across storytelling, but works in action choreography. So it's strictly for action movie fans. Headshot. Directed by the Mo brothers, it is an action thriller starring Iko Uwais as Ishmael. The story begins with Ishmael waking up from a coma with no memory of his past, and forced to face violent confrontations with a crime syndicate led by his former mentor, Lee. As memories resurface, he discovers his traumatic upbringing, and fights against Lee's sadistic and highly skilled gang, with each confrontation serving as both an intense action sequence, and a reflection of Ishmael's internal struggles. Violence is depicted not just for shock value but as a storytelling tool, reflecting the brutality of the characters' lives and their internal battles. The fight scenes are meticulously choreographed, and blend visceral action with narrative significance, elevating the film beyond standard action fare. Overall, Headshot blends familiar action tropes like amnesia and revenge with psychological depth and realistic violence. The Harder They Fall. It is a Western action film, directed by Jimesh Samuel. The story follows Nat Love, an outlaw seeking revenge against Rufus Buck, who murdered his parents. The story develops as Nat assembles a gang to confront Rufus, while Rufus leads his own fearsome crew, seeking to control Redwood City, envisioning it as a black utopia under his rule. The story explores revenge, justice, and power dynamics within a revisionist Western framework. The film features vibrant cinematography and dynamic editing, creating visually striking and engaging sequences. Overall, it is an exhilarating Western experience with stylized action, dynamic storytelling, and a significant cultural statement, making it both entertaining and thought-provoking.